What's up, YouTubers? Today I'm going to show you how to change the headlight bulbs on the 2000 through 2005 Buick LeSabre. Now the process is fairly simple. All you have to do, if you want to change your driver's side headlight, you use your left hand. And the high beam is fairly simple. This is the high beam. More than likely you're not going to change this. All you have to do, twist it to your left and pull out. Wiggle it and pull out. And it's like that. I mean, how often do you use your high beams? I'm guessing rarely, never. It's your regular headlight, which is in the worst possible spot. If you can see it, it's right over here. Let me get a head flashlight. Alright, here we go again. Your high beam and your low beams right there. Now what you do, without taking anything apart, this is the simplest way. You can't get like a fat person to do it. No offense, but I'm not saying get your 10-year-old daughter to do this either. Get someone who knows what they're doing. To change the driver's side headlight, use your left hand or someone's left hand. And not sure if you can see this. Go in here and I want to get the lighting right. Go in here. If it'll focus now. Look at that screw. Focus there. And pull to your left. Or push. Or pull. Either one. It's pull. Pull to your left. And just wiggle it out. It's really, really tight. I mean, look at that. Now it's out. So you pull to your left and pull it out. Be careful, there's a little ribbon cable or cable connecting it. That's really fragile. I mean, and be careful, you're going to cut yourself too if you're not careful. This metal and plastic is sharp. You have to kind of twist it around or something like that. Now it's kind of stuck in there. There we go. Here it is. And to take it out, you just disconnect this little part here, these little tabs with like your thumb or something like that, and pull. There we go. Now this is a type 9006. These are for your low beams. Your high beams are 9005. And for the other side, all you have to do is vice versa and you'll be good to go. And that is how you change your headlight bulbs on this 2000 through 2005 Buick LeSabre. Also, if you want to change the rear tail lamp bulbs, or if you turn and switch on your turn signal and it blinks faster than normal, turn on your hazards and walk around the car and check which bulbs are burnt out. When it blinks faster than normal, that usually means that a bulb is burnt out. Not on all cars, just this car in particular I'm talking about. It's really simple to change the bulb. Just push open the trunk and it's a matter of literally unscrewing the screws. You have to unscrew these screws, take this whole plastic part off, and there's some just finger tight screws, or you can use they might not be finger tight, but you can use a wrench or some kind of something really similar and take off some screws, and you can just pull this whole headlight assembly out, or brake light assembly, change the bulb and put it back together. Same thing with all these bulbs right here, all of them. I actually ended up changing every single one of these bulbs except for the reverse lights or the rear lights. That's how bad GM chooses their products. Every single bulb was burnt out on this part except for like this one. There were four bulbs up there, and this tail lamp was burnt out, and so were the rear little tail lamps. So I changed a bunch of bulbs on this car. At least it's not a Chrysler. That's what I was gonna say. Now, if all else fails and your hand's too fat, it's really simple to change it. All you need is like 2 screws, or if you need to replace the side bulb right here, the same bulbs that are in the shitty tail lights that burn out like that, because GM doesn't know how to choose headlights or bulbs, whichever one. Zoom out a little bit. Alright, you want to remove, there's a screw in here. That's what this hole is for. It's the same thing in the rear when you're trying to change the bulbs too. There's like a little screw right here, but since I don't have a ratchet or any kind of thing that'll fit, a socket that'll fit in here, I'll just use these like needle nose pliers and start unscrewing it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like right here. After a few turns, you should be able to just hand unscrew it or hand screw it, whichever one. Put that in a safe place, like the floor. That's not really safe, but. And then after that, there's one more screw. It's this one right here. You want to get a wrench or some kind of like what are these called? Not biceps. They're called something else. Some kind of adjustable wrench or something. Anyways, and unscrew this one. Just a few. And then you should be able to unscrew it by hand. This might hurt your hand or fingers a little bit, but it's way better than using the wrench. Alright. Now that that's out, you want to pull the whole headlight socket out or assembly. I will warn you, there is a little ball and socket joint right here. So you want to be careful about that. You want to start it here and start pulling it out. Pull it out. And this was not as bad as the old one. Oh, that's probably why. They didn't even put it on there right. The other side was a pain in the butt to pull it out. This side, the ball and socket joint didn't even work. This little plastic stopper is supposed to go in that hole right there. That's how the other one was. So let's fix that real quick. if I can. There we go. Now you see the ball socket. There we go. And this is supposed to go in here. I mean, the other one was a pain in the butt to get out. It's supposed to be like that. There we go. And then here's, be careful, there's a cable connected. And then this is the old bulb. Here it is. You want to get your new bulbs. Now these bulbs come in all different numbers and stuff. Like there's like 294, something like that. 194. I mean, there's a bunch of these with this exact same socket. It really doesn't matter. Just find the same size bulb with the right socket. I really don't know what that number is for, if it all fits. I went through like 20 of these sets, replacing the rear bulbs and apparently the front bulbs too, with all different numbers, and they all work. Alright, you want to get your new bulb? Cock-a-doodle-doo. Take out this bulb. Dang. It's kind of hard doing this one-handed. Pull it out like that. Look at that old bulb. There you go. This is what the rear bulbs look like too. There aren't this. I mean, the rear bulbs are way worse. They're pure silver, and this is the new bulb. Put that on the floor gently and plug this in. There we go. Like I said, 194, 294. Like there's all kinds of numbers with that same socket. It doesn't really matter. And go ahead and since you're already here, go ahead and replace the other side. That's usually how it goes. When you place one brake light bulb, you're supposed to replace the other one. When you place one turn signal bulb, replace all of them, and then just plug it back in and twist it. It's as simple as that. Whoops. Lucky, lucky, lucky. That cable didn't rip out. And twist. There we go. All better. And do it with the other side. Here's the other side, and I'm fixing to replace this bulb since I'm going to replace that other side too. Now you can see how dim the bulb is right now, or I guess you can see. It is kind of dim or dull, I guess. I already removed the two screws, and now it's just as simple as pulling it out of the ball and socket joint like that. Take it out. Pull it out, put it out gently, and put the new one in. Put it in here, twist it, and put it back in the ball and socket joint. Align it, tuck in the rubber, and there we go. It's way better and brighter now. When you've changed all the bulbs, go ahead and align that ball and socket joint and just push it back together and put the two screws back on there. Start with the ball and socket joint right there, push it in, and then push this down and align it. There we go. Now you want to make sure the rubber around there is all pushed in, because right now it's kind of stuck out. So you want to push it in with a screwdriver or something. Make sure it goes under the fender. Actually, that side's not cooperating with me, so I'm gonna redo it. Push it in this time. Align it with the ball and socket joint, and go for it again. There we go. Push it in again. Tuck it in. There we go. And put the two screws back together and you're good to go. If people tell you not to go diving at the swimming pool, don't go diving. So if these headlight bulb pairs say don't touch the headlight bulbs by the glass, don't touch them. And if it says wear gloves, wear gloves. No, I'm not going to wear gloves because I'm not going to touch the headlight bulbs. If you touch the headlight bulbs with your fingers, what will happen is the oil on your finger can actually shatter the glass, and it'll reduce the life way shorten the life. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Now these are 4000K bulbs. These things get really hot. 4000K, that's like how bright those BMW HIDs are. One thing I forgot to mention, 4000K, it gets really hot. I already said that, but it gets up to more than 200 degrees Celsius. Tell me that won't boil the oil on the glass. And for some reason, both of these headlights burned out at the exact same time. That's really weird. But once again, like I said, if you place one headlight, you place both of them. If you replace one brake light bulb, you place both of them. That's how it works. Now, a good time to aim these headlights is at night time. You can actually feel the heat of how much hotter this is. I'm not sure if you can see it, like a little blue tint around here. Not this line right here, that's because of the camera and its sensor. But these are pretty white compared to these old ones. And according to this chart, it won't last that long either.